All right, this is the advanced second lesson for the ACT, probability, stats, and data. Probably going to break this into two different parts, make it more bearable. First, we have weighted averages. Cody bought 4 books that cost $6 each and 2 books that cost $3 each. What is the average cost of the 6 books? Well, this is really asking for mean. To find the mean, you take the total divided by how many pieces of data that you have. So 4 books cost $6 each. So in getting the total, that's going to be 4 times 6. It's $24. And then we have 2 books that cost 3 each. 2 times 3 is 6. What is the average cost of the 6 books? We're going to divide that by 6. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 divided by 6. On average, the books cost $5. Next problem. In your American history course, you will have 5 quizzes, 1 midterm, and a final. Just going to underline the important things. Your teacher will give twice as much weight to the final exam as to the midterm, and will weigh the midterm and the average of the 5 quizzes equally. So let's just take a moment to think about what that means. So 5 quizzes is going to be equal to 1 of the midterms. And then we are going to weight the final as twice as much. So the final, we're going to count twice. Okay, so here's what that means. That's probably not a great way to write that down. Well, let's finish the question. If your scores of the 5 quizzes, so I'm going to write down the quiz scores, are 80, 90, 87, 83, and 85. I'm going to average those. Your midterm score is 90, so that's already average. There's only 1 score. And your final exam score is 95. What will your final grade be in the course? Well, it says that the final is going to be twice as much as the midterm. It also says that we're going to treat the quizzes in the midterm equally. So that means that we're going to get 1 score from the quizzes, 1 score from the midterm, and 2 scores from the final because we're counting it twice. So for our quizzes, if we add up those numbers, we get 425. If you divide that by 5, we get 85. So now we're going to average the quiz, midterm, and final. Going to count the quiz, the average of the quizzes once. Going to count the midterm once. Going to count the final 2 times. This is going to give us our final answer. We're dividing by 4 because there are 4 scores here. Just make this a little bit smaller because I am running out of space. 85, 90, 95, and 90 is 365. If I divide that by 4, it's going to be 91.25, which is answer J. Number 3, a commercial cookie company produces 2 kinds of cookies, chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin. I hate oatmeal raisin, by the way. Each kind of cookie is packaged separately. One day, 1/120th of the packages containing chocolate chip cookies failed to seal properly. So 1 out of 120 of the chocolate did not seal correctly. On the same day, 1 out of 180 of the oatmeal raisins didn't seal correctly. So I'm going to write that down. 1 out of 180 for the oatmeal. So then we get to the question. If the company produced twice as many packages of chocolate chip as oatmeal, what proportion of all packages produced were rejected? This may not seem like it, but this is actually asking for a mean once again. So we have chocolate chip cookies, and it says that we're going to do twice as many of those. They produce twice as many packages of chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to use this number twice. And then the raisin, the oatmeal raisin, it's 1 out of 180. So how many of these numbers do we have here? We obviously have 3. So we're going to divide this by 3. Simplifying this, if your calculator can easily simplify this and then make that into a fraction, go for it, do it. I don't know if all your calculators can do that, so I'm going to do this step by step. 1 over 120 plus 1 over 120 is 2 over 120. When you add two fractions, you add the tops, bottoms stay the same. That's if you have common denominators. Now, 2 over 120 reduces to 1 over 60. Now, if I want to get common denominators, once again, I'm running out of space. I'm going to steal some. To add these together, I need common denominators. So I'm going to multiply the 1 over 60, the top and bottom, by 3. Once you have common denominators, you add the tops, bottom stays the same. And then if you're dividing a fraction by a whole number, that's equivalent to taking the fraction times the reciprocal of the bottom. And then 4 over 180, that reduces, divide both those by 4. We multiply that, we get 1 over 135. I really should have given more space to do this problem. Let's move this up here. Draw a little arrow. So 1 over 135 is answer E. Quick review of what mean, median, and mode is. Mean you should know because we have just been doing it for those past few problems. You sum up all your numbers and divide by how many numbers you have. The median, if you arrange your list of numbers in ascending order from smallest to greatest, the median is the middle number. The mode is the number that occurs the most often in a set of numbers. If you have more than one number that appear most often, then you could have more than one mode. With that in mind, let's check out question 4. Well, this is just a straight median. What is the median of these numbers? First, make sure that they're in ascending order, which they are. Then you got to find the middle. And a quick way to find the middle is just to mark off from both ends until you get to the center. And I think I marked those off correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the center number is a 6. Number 5 is a little bit different because there are two numbers in the center. To find the median, if there are two numbers in the center, you find their mean. So it's going to be 9 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 19 over 2, which is 9.5. If the median has no center, then you add the two center numbers together and divide by 2. What is the median of this set of values? This is different because the numbers are not in ascending order. So -6, -3, 0, 1, 7. Now they're in ascending order. So 0 is the center number. Dunsies. Number 7, what is the mode for the set of numbers? What number occurs the most often? We get a 0 in there twice. Nothing else is twice. So the mode is 0. Number 8, what is or are the modes, because there could be more than one, for the set of numbers. Let's see. We got 3 and a 3. We got another 3. And we got 3 2s. So it looks like this is bimodal, because there are 2 modes, 2 and 3. We're going to stop this right here and pick up the rest of this in a second video just to make this shorter.